My name is Ryan Teves, born and raised in California, software engineer at Apple, and I'm 26. Challenges, well, there are many. Just the sheer volume of people makes it difficult to gather. LA has this tendency to be very fast-paced, worldly, pursuing a career, pursuing a higher paycheck, just the atmosphere, the culture, the people. It's not every day you'll get like a warm, loving stranger asking how you're doing. You'll get other things like a cold shoulder or an angry finger gesture and maybe a honk on the street. You really have to be vigilant and perseverant in your patience and in your virtues to be loving to your fellow neighbors in Los Angeles. My visit to Zion was quite serendipitous. I was going through a rough patch and caught wind of Zion, and I spoke to one of the members and kind of poked the interest of moving to Los Angeles. Sure enough, in like the burrows of these small rooms were these 8 or so, 10 guys with odd professions, and the only thing that was on my mind really was just like, can I see myself living with these phonies, you know, these people? I kid, and I genuinely thought that there were many little aspects about my life that each person sort of celebrated. I remember driving back home one day, or that night, and I was like kind of stretching my jaw or my cheek because it was hurting so much. And sure enough, that was because I was smiling ear to ear that whole night. So it was a joy, and the decision was quite easy to move forward and live at Zion. So that was my first impression. You definitely grow in some serious virtues in patience and humility when living at Zion, because now you're up against upwards of 11 other housemates. There will be tension, there will be conflict, there will be disagreement, but that is all the more of a reason to stay in community. Zion definitely will push you to certain limits, but in the end you will become a far better man than when you walked in, because you would have already had faced so many challenges being in LA, being a Catholic, living at Zion with 11 other brothers. It is challenging and it will put you to the test, but you will ultimately be a better man. My answer is do it. Zion is at a very early stage, and there is so much to gain, there is so much to grow, but there's also so much to give in Zion. Zion can provide a lot of good for the church and for the Diocese of LA. It will take someone with a vision, or at least have the drive to carry out the common vision that Zion is seeking to build and to realize into reality. There's a lot to benefit just by being present and praying in community and growing spiritually with others.